Right, let's dive straight into this explainer and completely tear down a massive illusion that holds so many of us back. I mean, how often do you tell yourself that you just need to wait for the right time to finally change your life? You know the feeling, thinking you need a brand new month on the calendar, a pristine new planner, or you just need to, well, feel ready. Well, the radical do or die architecture we're breaking down today completely shatters that myth. We're going to look at a one-day life reset that entirely bypasses the need for perfect timing. Because here's the reality, real change doesn't kick in when life is comfortable. Actually, most people don't change because they simply aren't in enough pain yet. They'll just sit around choosing to watch countless success and motivation explainers while their own everyday life is quietly collapsing in the background. But the very fact that we are analyzing this right now means something inside of you is completely tired of pretending. Listen, this isn't about cute productivity hacks. This is about flipping a massive internal switch and stepping into some genuine discomfort.
Phase 1. The lie of tomorrow. It's time to stop playing innocent.
There's a really stark contrast here between the comfort of pretending and the harsh reality of the truth. The lie makes us feel super safe, right? It tells us we just need better conditions to finally execute our plans. But the truth demands a no excuses, highly uncomfortable day where you strip away all those comforting narratives. The reality is you aren't too tired. You're simply undisciplined. You aren't too busy, you're unfocused. And you're definitely not too late. You're just afraid to begin.
So, to really put this into practice, I want you to mentally or heck physically write down the 3 specific lies you repeat every single day. I'll start tomorrow. I don't have time. I just need motivation. Got 'em? Now I want you to read them out loud to yourself. If you do this honestly, without making a single excuse, you're going to feel this heavy, sinking discomfort right in your chest.
And hey, that uncomfortable feeling in your chest, that is not shame. That is your real self, finally waking up from a really long sleep. The truth always hurts before it heals. You've got to endure that initial sting, that totally raw realization that you've been holding yourself back to finally get to the cure. Running away from this friction is exactly what keeps people stuck in a rut for decades.
Phase 2. Break the invisible cage. Let's completely escape the digital trap. Think about your daily anxiety for a second. Most of the stress weighing you down isn't even real. It's imported stress, literally shipped directly into your brain from endless notifications, from constantly comparing yourself to others, and from watching people fake absolute perfection online. Every single scroll is systematically chipping away at your confidence and stealing your focus. We need to completely eliminate that input and move toward the mental freedom of a truly quiet mind. To stop this hemorrhage of focus and reclaim your brain, you need to execute an immediate 3-step challenge right now to cut off the noise. First, delete 3 apps that just completely drain your energy. Second, unfollow 5 people who make you feel small whenever you see their posts. And third, go into your phone settings and turn the screen completely grayscale. Taking these physical actions immediately breaks the spell these devices hold over our attention. And you're going to keep your phone on grayscale for exactly 24 hours. Without those bright, addictive colors triggering cheap dopamine hits in your brain, you're going to starve your scrolling addiction right at its source. Very quickly, you'll notice how incredibly quiet your mind suddenly becomes. That silence, that is absolute mental freedom, and it's a fundamental prerequisite for the deep work we're doing in the next stage. Which brings us to phase 3, the 60-minute warrior. It is time to kill your old identity. Now, this is the part that's going to hurt a bit. Ask yourself right now, who have I become that I never wanted to be? What daily habits are currently shaping someone that you honestly do not respect? Grab a piece of paper, write down what you are pretending to care about just to fit in with the people around you, and face those uncomfortable answers head on. Once you have all of that written down, you have to destroy it, rip it, tear it up, burn it if you need to. Understand this, you aren't being overly dramatic when you physically destroy that page. You're performing a deeply necessary psychological ritual. You are burying the version of yourself who is always almost changing, but never actually does. Immediately after that ritual, set a timer and dive straight into the 60-minute warrior routine. We're splitting this into 3 equal 20-minute blocks. First up, 20 minutes of movement. Go run, do push-ups, jump in a cold shower, literally shock your physical body awake. Next, 20 minutes of a brain dump. Write down every fear, every insecurity, every dream, and let it all spill out onto paper until your mind is empty. Finally, 20 minutes of stillness, pure silence. Just sit, breathe, no music.
You're going to feel a rare clarity, like the suffocating noise of your life just got turned all the way down. Phase 4. Reset your operating system. A fresh page and new habits.
This is where we get incredibly focused. We're not trying to change 50 things at once here because that literally always leads to failure. Instead, ask yourself, if you fixed just one keystone habit, what would change everything else? Think about who you could truly become if you focused fully with absolutely zero distractions for 30 days on answering and executing on this one single pursuit. And then there's the gut punch reality of this reset. You have to ask, who do I need to disappoint today so I stop disappointing myself forever? Because reclaiming your life absolutely requires upsetting people, specifically the people who've been comfortably benefiting from your stagnation. You have to be willing to draw that boundary, say no to the obligations that drain you, and prioritize your own growth way above keeping everyone else comfortable. So circle the answers to those 2 questions and stick that page right up on your wall. This isn't about some cheap motivation or fleeting productivity hacks. Motivation always fades when things get hard, right? Putting this physical contract on your wall is about forging a brand new identity. It's a promise to yourself that you must look at and answer to every single day until it becomes who you naturally are.
Finally, Phase 5, the ultimate accountability test. The absolute moment of truth.
Welcome to the 9 p.m. mirror check. Most people scroll their phones late at night to just numb out and forget the day they just wasted, completely avoiding any real reflection. But you're not going to do that anymore. At 9 p.m. tonight, no matter what happened during the chaos of the day, you're going to stand directly in front of a mirror. You will completely refuse the urge to pull out your phone and distract yourself. You are going to look yourself dead in the eyes in that mirror, and you will declare this ultimate truth out loud. I showed up today. No lies, no half effort. By doing this, you're holding yourself totally, undeniably accountable to the person staring right back at you. It strips away all the excuses and forces you to confront the reality of your own effort. Because here is the absolute core takeaway of this entire explainer. Lives are rebuilt in decisions, not in time. Let's be real. You aren't going to become a billionaire or achieve perfect enlightenment in 24 hours. But realizing that winning one single day means you have the power to win the next and the next, that makes you an incredibly dangerous force. You build unstoppable momentum through active, intentional decisions. Which brings us to the ultimate question you have to answer right now. Who actually wants change, and who just wants to stay wrapped in the illusion of comfort? I'm challenging you to put this one-day reset to the test today. Do the work, face the discomfort, and then come back at 9 p.m., comment, "I showed up," and show everyone, but most importantly, show yourself which side of this final question you truly fall on.